So for today, since we only have a 30-minute session, we're going to use most of it to do some character practices. And we'll start by doing our 4 new characters that we're learning this week. And then we'll go on to practicing some of the old ones that we've also learned throughout these past few weeks and maybe even months. Okay, so the 4 characters we're going to do today, to start with, we're going to do 美术 美事物术 美术 okay, and if you remember, that means art class. Well, art, because we're not doing the word class in there. Okay, art. Okay, 美 means beauty, like pretty, beautiful, has to do with beauty. And then 术 here is the character that's going to be used for crafts. So this art in Chinese is literally like something along the lines of crafts that are beautifully made, type of thing. Okay, beautiful crafts of any kind is art. Okay. All right, so we'll start with 美. Okay, 美, and again, this can by itself mean beauty. And we're going to start with a 点. 点, another 点, make sure they're both pointing inward. 点, and then a 横 underneath. 点, 横, 点, 横, 横. Make sure the middle one is the shortest, the bottom one is the longest. Okay, 点, 横, 竖, 横. So we're making that 竖 in between to divide down the center there. And then 点, 横, 竖, 横. And then underneath, we're going to do another 横 about the same size. 点, 横, 竖, 横, 撇. And then one more stroke. 点, 横, 竖, 横, 撇, and 捺. There's our character 美. Okay, and then 美术的术. 术, again, this is some sort of a craft, but this character can't be by itself. Okay, but when it's by itself, it can mean crafts or like a certain type of special skills. However, we typically do not use this character on its own. It's usually coupled with something else, in this case with the character 美. So try not to use this character by itself. Okay, I'm going to start with a 横. 横竖. That looks like our 十, right? 横竖撇. 横竖撇捺. 横竖撇捺, and a 点 on top. There is our 术, 美术. So feel free to scroll back to the video and slow down as you need to make sure you get your stroke order done. I'm going to go ahead and erase here both of these characters and go on to our next 2. Okay. The next character we're going to do is, again, it sounds just like the other 术, 美术的术, but we're doing a different 术 this time, okay? And this can also be a third tone. This character has 2 different tones, okay? It can be 术第4声, or it can be 数第3声, okay? And when it's 第4声, it can mean numbers, anything numbers related. Okay, and then when you go into 第3声, it actually goes to the action of counting. Okay, to count something. 数. So both of these have to do with that math character 数学的数. Okay, or sometimes we say when we're counting numbers, we say 数字. So you would do 数, both of these 数s together. So let's give it a try. I'm going to start with a 点. 点, again, both pointing inward. 点, 横. 点, 横, 竖. 点, 点横竖撇点点横竖撇捺。Make sure this is nice and small because we're gonna go underneath it now. Okay, so 点点横竖撇捺. It looks like that asterisk star thing, right? But make sure the strokes are correct. And then we're gonna do the character 女. We've learned this before. The character for female 女 underneath it. So, and if you remember, this character on top is 米饭的米. It's rice. Okay. And then our character 女. And then to the right, we're going to do a 撇. So again, our 米, this character means rice, okay? And then 女, which means female. Okay. And then 米, oops. Let me back up. 撇, and then a 横. Okay. 米, and then 女, and then 撇, and a 横, and a 撇 coming back. And one more. 米, 女, 撇, 横, 撇 coming back, and a 捺 going out. And there's our 数字的数, or 数数的数. Okay, both of these characters today are a little bit difficult, so please bear with me. Okay. The second character we're gonna do is 谁, which is who. 谁. It's our question word for who. Okay. 谁. And we're gonna start with a 点. 点横折钩. 点横折钩 and then a 撇. 点横折钩撇竖. Whenever you see this radical right here in the middle here, this usually has to do with person or people. Okay? Has something to do with people. This little radical right in here. Okay? Again, 点横折钩撇竖, and then another 点 to the right. 点横折钩撇竖点横点横折钩撇竖点横 and then a little 横 underneath. 点横折钩撇竖点横 little 横 and another little 横. 点横折钩撇竖点横 little 横 little 横, and then we're going to pull a 竖 down past both of the little 横s. And then 点横折钩撇竖点横 little 横 little 横竖 and a longer 横 underneath, and then we're done. And there's our character 谁. So here you go. Take a minute and go ahead and write those down before you go on to the next slide. Go on to Nearpod to do your character writing, and then be sure also to go on to the next slide to do some character practices that we're going to kind of involve a bunch of different things that we have learned in terms of characters.